Miley Cyrus's family is going through some serious chaos right now, and honestly, it wouldn't be surprising if producers at E are already drafting up a reality show deal. And let's be real, we'd totally watch. If you haven't been following the latest in the Cyrus saga, pull up a chair because it's a wild and tangled ride. The short story: when Tish and Billy Ray Cyrus split, the whole family took sides. Communication broke down, no one was talking to each other. Trace Cyrus then took to Instagram to give his dad a public message claiming he's not in a healthy place and that the family is genuinely worried about him. Miley's endless summer vacation era was ruined and rushed thanks to her family drama, and 2 years later, she is now coming to expose everything on her new album, Something Beautiful. Confused? Same here. Let's unpack this. When Miley Cyrus dropped her album Endless Summer Vacation, fans were expecting a smooth, sun-soaked rollout filled with bangers and beach vibes. But behind the scenes, total chaos. Family feuds, public callouts, and a divorce that split the Cyrus clan right down the middle. What should have been Miley's moment to shine ended up getting overshadowed by drama, and it all started at home. Let's break down how the Cyrus family saga derailed one of Miley's biggest musical errors, so much so that she eventually scrapped the era and is starting new with Something Beautiful. We'll also give you guys an update on the latest Cyrus drama, because there's now so much that is going on. Before we get started, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe for more, tell us your thoughts in the comment section down below, and check us out in podcast form on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts from. If you want to see how this saga played out from the beginning, check out the video we already did before this one titled The Downfall of the Cyrus Family, Bizarre Secrets, and Shocking Audio from Billy Ray Cyrus directed at Miley and Tish. This video picks up from where the last one left off. So we got the siblings choosing sides, Tish Cyrus marrying Dominic Purcell, Noah and Braison Cyrus ditching their mother's wedding and making sure we know it, Billy Ray Cyrus leaked audio directed at Tish and Miley.
The other two children that were there was from a previous marriage before she met Billy Ray. The truth on, Noah, Brandy, Trace, and everyone knows Devil's a skank.
Leaked text messages where Billy is cursing Tish out and calling her a cheat and a liar. And, what else? Alright, Dominic Purcell, the ex-boyfriend of Noah Cyrus, is now technically her stepfather. Endless Summer Vacation by Miley is an album that got a lot of mixed reviews, with the majority of them claiming that the album lacked depth and passion and was a step back from her previous records. I thought it was one of her better albums, so you can imagine my shock when the review said otherwise, but nonetheless, the album and era were supposed to be a big one for Miley. It seems though, once she dropped Endless Summer Vacation, she also dropped major promo work for the album. Sure, there were a couple of interviews here and there, and some appearances, but it seems like if Miley didn't have the success from Flowers, we wouldn't have really heard much from this album.
I love you all! I wish I could say all night long!
Let's get out of here.
She only attended one red carpet event in 2023, the Versace's fall/winter fashion show in West Hollywood, accompanied by her boyfriend, Max Miranda. She missed out on major award shows such as the Grammys and the VMAs and didn't attend the Met Gala. Miley wasn't only making headlines for her new era, but was making them because her family was constantly publicly fighting. Some fans believe that the drama at home made Miley take a step back to focus on her personal life, leaving us with a great album that had limited promo and appearances. You might think this isn't true because in 2024 Miley has been constantly out and about, noticeably for her Grammy performance in 2024, finally getting credit for her hard work.
I just won my first Grammy!
But even her interviews were limited in 2023, considering this era was marked as her comeback. In May of 2023, Miley discussed with British Vogue her decision to step back from touring, describing large-scale performances as isolating. In August 2023, Miley did a Used to Be Young TikTok series where she read one of her daily schedules back when she was a child, and the work hours were so grueling the moment went viral on social media.
I'm probably like 12 or 13, Friday, January 5th, 5:30 a.m., hair and makeup in my hotel, 7 a.m. we get picked up, 7:15 I'm on the news, 7:45 I have another live interview, 8:15 another interview, 8:45 Another interview, 9:30 to 11 a.m., meeting with editors, back to the hotel, arrive at 6 p.m. for Kids Online interview. Then at 6:15, we have another interview. Then the next day starts at 7 a.m. and ends at 7:30 p.m. when I fly home to probably go to Hannah. That's on a Saturday. And then Monday, be back at work in the morning.
Also in August 2023, Miley gave us another iconic backyard session for Endless Summer Vacation, where she also opened up about personal experiences and past life. And that was pretty much it. With the constant new updates of what the Cyrus family was going through, most of us agreed that Miley probably put a pause on the Endless Summer Vacation era before scrapping it completely. Compared to the previous eras of Miley, was Endless Summer Vacation's album and rollout living up to the hype, or did Miley's personal issues cause her to put a halt on the whole thing before scrapping it? What do you guys think? Miley talks about Billy Ray Cyrus. By 2024, Miley is ready to address the elephant in the room, and that is her declining relationship with her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus. This was a big deal because for as long as we, the public, have known Miley Cyrus, we have also known her dad. We all grew up seeing their relationship on TV, and we thought that's how their relationship was off camera as well. So not only did we develop a love for Miley, we also developed a love for Billy and their relationship since he played the caring Disney dad act so well. This is not to say Billy never cared, but it's to show you that Miley was always associated with her dad since the beginning of her career, and now that they're not even on speaking terms, it feels as if this hits harder for the public and the fans. So when Miley won her first Grammy in 2024 and thanked everyone but her dad, that shade read loud and clear to the rest of us.
I want to thank everyone that's standing on this stage right now, Tom, Tyler, Michael, and Greg, our teams, my team, Crush, Columbia, my mommy, my sister, my love, my main gaze, because look how good I look. Anyone else? I don't think I forgot anyone, but I might have forgotten underwear. Bye.
By June of 2024, Miley was on David Letterman's show, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction, and that's where Miley joked that she inherited good hair genes from her dad and narcissism.
I'm grateful for first his genes. My dad has great hair, and I got that because I also inherited the narcissism from my father.
Miley pulls back the curtain and says that her mother is her hero, and she's actually the one who raised her for the most part. She's still grateful for her dad, saying, I'm grateful for being able to watch him ahead of me. He's almost given me this map, and there's a map of what to do and what not to do, and he's guided me on both.
I mean, honestly, my mom is my hero. He's almost like given me this map, and there is a map of what to do and what not to do, and he's guided me on both.
Miley also says that both her parents contributed to her success, but they did so in different ways and therefore can't be weighed on the same scale. David Flauta asked Miley if there's any estrangement from her father, to which Miley says no, agreeing that this is just how things played out. Miley also discusses that her parents grew up very differently from each other. They were on two different sides of the spectrum. Miley's mom, Tish, grew up loved by her parents and chosen by them as she is adopted, so Miley's grandmother always spoiled both Tish and Miley with love and warmth. Miley's father, on the other hand, had a very hard childhood, growing up in poverty. Miley says, I have a lot of empathy and compassion for his childhood, which obviously developed to create the man he is now, that I have a lot of love for him. One of the things that pushed Miley's relationship further downhill with her dad was when he married his ex-wife Fire Rose in October 2023. Miley wasn't there for him the same way she was there for her mom when she got married in August 2023. Fire Rose, a woman who Billy met on the set of Hannah Montana, was only a few years older than Miley when Billy married her. She was in her early 30s at the time, and Billy was in his early 60s. When she first met Billy and would hang out with him, she was 22 and he was 48. She says now that she would tell her younger self to run in the opposite direction if she could. They were married for 7 months, a marriage where both parties claimed to be marked by abuse. Billy Ray got a restraining order against Fire Rose, she claimed he was violent, she also claimed that he would go on grandiose rants saying that they have an epic love story and that they're going to have twins, naming them Melanie and Harmony, and he claimed she was physically and emotionally abusive. It's a mess, to say the least. We've covered their entire story on TikTok, where we gave you all a detailed report on what was being said at the time, so go check it out if you want their full story. But since that time, Billy Ray's public persona and relationship with his other children have declined. Trace Cyrus says the family is worried about Billy Ray. On January 20th, 2025, Billy Ray performed at Donald Trump's inauguration, and safe to say it was deemed an epic disaster after Billy had a meltdown over technical difficulties.
I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna
The chaos began when Billy started performing Old Town Road and complained that his guitar wasn't working. He said that they wanted him to use as much time as possible before asking if his guitar is still on and alleging that the crew cut him off as he can't hear his guitar anymore.
They told me to kill as much time as possible, so... Hey, is my guitar still on? I think they cut me off. Is my guitar on, guys? Check. Is anybody awake? Where's everybody at? Check.
He kept asking if his guitar was still on and got frustrated and said,
Y'all want to sing more, or you want me to just get the hell off the stage? I don't give a damn.
Someone eventually came up to help him, but Billy gave the technician the guitar, claiming that it was dead, and finished his performance snapping his fingers to the beat of Achy Breaky Heart. The crowd awkwardly snapped along.
Come on, like this. Or you can tell your friend.
It was a very odd performance, to say the least.
You can tell the world you never was my girl.
They closed the lights on the stage, and instead of Billy getting off, he just wandered around in the dark for a while before someone escorted him off stage. Billy addressed his performance saying that he and the crowd had a blast, and he's learned throughout the years when the producer says you're on, you go entertain the folks even if the equipment goes to hell. After Billy's disastrous performance, sources told Page 6 that Miley hasn't had a relationship with Billy for a long time and has no interest in fixing things. The source said Miley doesn't want to get involved in the conflict. Miley used to feel overwhelmed by the family drama, she's worked hard to remove herself and is in a great place now. She's thriving and looking out for herself, the insider said. Billy wished Miley a happy birthday last November, but it seems as if that hasn't helped their relationship either. This all came after the disastrous leaked audio of Billy talking about Miley in one of his angry rants. The insider also confirmed that Miley and the rest of her siblings, except Braison Cyrus, signed off on Trace Cyrus's open letter where he said the family is genuinely worried about Billy. Trace issued a plea to their father, writing on Instagram, "Sadly, the man that I wanted so desperately to be just like, I barely recognize now. You may be upset with me for posting this, but I really could care less at this point." Alluding to his mom and sister's mindset, Trace continued saying, "Me and the girls have been genuinely worried about you for years, but you've pushed all of us away. Noah desperately has wanted you to be a part of her life, and you haven't even been there for her." Then, alluding to a drug problem, Trace says, "You're not healthy, Dad, and everyone is noticing it. I don't know what you're struggling with exactly, but I think I have a pretty good idea, and I'd love to help you if you would open up and receive the help." Billy Ray did not respond to Trace's open letter. He did, however, announce a new album with Braison Cyrus. Braison addressed the family drama in a statement to people saying, "I don't have any bad feelings towards anyone in my family." This sent Braison and Trace to publicly call each other out. Braison then posted a photo with Billy saying that he spent the last year getting to know his dad more than he's ever had before, and that they were going to share his dad's story through music and an album together. Trace responds to this by posting a photo of Braison with a sad face emoji and saying, "That's my younger brother, by the way," and then posting a selfie of himself right after. I believe Trace was trying to show the similarities of Billy and Braison, and it's why Braison is the only one from the family who can't see that their dad needs help. A few days later, Billy broke the silence on the family rift, posting a YouTube short and captioning it, "Praying for my family, for my children, sons and daughters, and their mother." If you recall, Braison was the one with Noah when they skipped out on their mom's wedding back in August 2023. There's now rumors that Billy and Braison were actually the ones behind the story of Dominic and Noah dating, which the media picked up and even wrote that her mom hired security to keep Noah away from the wedding. Apparently, Tish was trying to tell Noah that Billy and Braison are the reason why the story's in the press and that they're trying to start issues between them, but Noah was completely offended by the situation and how her mom handled things. This isn't confirmed or denied, but it is allegedly why Noah skipped out on the wedding, and when she realized that she was being manipulated by her father and brother, she reconciled with her mom again. By March of 2025, Billy Ray posted a touching tribute to Miley and Noah in honor of their latest music projects. He captions it, "Flesh and blood, completely taking their art to a whole new level. I'm so damn proud of both of you. I'm actually crying as I write this. Thank God you can't see me." By April, Tish and Noah are on great terms as Noah posts a video of them doing a TikTok dance and captioning it, "Mommy, guess who's replacing Brandy?" Miley's new song, "End of the World." After being put through the ringer, it seems, Miley is back with music, and her latest single, End of the World, talks about making the most of life even as the world is crumbling around you. Fans noticed that Miley already debuted the song, a stripped-down version of it, during an intimate performance at the Chateau Marmont with friends and family last year. At the time, and even now, people believe that the ballad is about her mother, Tish. Tish also said on her podcast that she walked down the aisle to the song before it was released. Fans believe End of the World is aimed at her family, reflecting on this drama and previous past drama because of the lyrics. Miley sings, "I never thought you'd be the one to go and cut me with no knife," a line that might symbolize the betrayal Miley experienced from her father and own family. Miley sings, "Let's spend the dollars you've been saving on a Mercedes-Benz and throw a party like McCartney with some help from my friends." Miley's giving a nod to her peers and saying family is not always blood. Sometimes it's who shows up for you even when everything else explodes. You've been thinking about the future, let's pretend it's not the end of the world. This haunting chorus reflects the desperate hope to move forward, even when the past is crumbling behind you. The sky was falling like a comet on the 4th of July, a moment of destruction disguised as celebration. Let's go down to Malibu and watch the sun fade out once more, a cinematic reference to the end of an era, perhaps a nod to Miley's past with Liam, or to the very location where her mother got married. These are the lyrics that stood out to me the most. Miley's album Something Beautiful is set to come out on May 30th, so there's definitely going to be more to come soon. What do you guys think about this whole Cyrus family drama? What are your thoughts about Billy Ray's performance and how he said that he'd get off the stage if that's what they wanted so badly? Do you think he was justified in how he acted, or is something else going on with Billy that seems to be very sad and unhealthy? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video about the latest Cyrus drama. It's definitely a story that's been unfolding with plenty of unexpected twists. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe for more, and stay tuned as we'll keep you updated with all the latest news as it happens. Thanks, and as always, I'll see you next time.